Hey, what's up, YouTube? Just wanted to make a quick video for you that these old caravans with the 62 TE transmissions, I've had to deal with the torque converter issue twice now, which ain't really a big deal. It seems to me that around 180,000 miles or so, or maybe 190,000 miles, you're going to start dealing with shudder, and your torque converter just wears out. First of all, it's a very undersized torque converter. It's very small, and the way they program these transmissions is on 4th, 5th, and 6th gear, your torque converter locks in and unlocks. So when you hit 4th, before it goes to 5th, it's going to lock in the torque converter. It's going to climb some more speed and RPM, unlock the torque converter, go to 5th, do the same thing. So you figure every time you go through a cycle, I guess you could say, a speed cycle, a stop and go cycle, depending on the speed that you get to, your torque converter is going to lock and unlock like 3 times. And that's just a lot of wear, a lot of locking and unlocking. So they just wear out. It's inevitable. I've tried the shudder fix and all that other stuff. It's just, there's no material left. There's no friction material left. And you'll start getting metal flakes and shavings in the pan. Or some people in the forums, you'll start hearing a whining noise. What that whining noise is your filter has become so stopped up with friction material and debris that it can't get enough fluid. And you'll know this because you'll put a dipstick down in the hole, you pull it up, there'll be little air bubbles on the fluid. That's cavitation. That's because your pump is starving for fluid. All you got to do is change your fluid, change your filter, you'll be good to go again for a little while. But ultimately, you're going to have to replace your torque converter. Now, I ordered one off of Parts Geek. It's a Dayco brand. I did some research, and most shops like using Dayco brand, so that's what I went with. Before, I have another video on my channel of I tried to use a local parts store to get a torque converter for my Chevy. And that was miserable, terrible results from the local auto parts stores. They use a brand called Power King. Do not recommend. But anyways, the point of this video I wanted to make to you is that you can't just change your torque converter and then that's it. What you got to do is you got to get you a OBD link connector. You got to buy this software called Alpha OBD. And you're going to have to do some things. You're going to have to change 3 things. Once your temperature gets up past 40 degrees. Alright, and then we're going to go active diagnostics. There's a few things we're going to have to do here. So what you're going to have to do, and forgive me, I'm still a little bit new at this software, so it's very different from using a scan tool. So, alright, this is the first thing we're going to have to do. We have to clear our variable line pressure counters. The engine must not be running. So let's shut her down, put her back in key on mode. Alright. And we're just going to clear everything. Alright, sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties. What I had to do was go back to start and disconnect my tool and reconnect it. But you can see it says procedure complete now. Okay. I'll clear this one. Procedure complete. Okay. So that's the first thing you're going to have to do. Second thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do a quick learn for 62 TE. Okay. So, do quick learn, engine must be running. Alright, start it up. Parking brake set, put on the brake like it says. I'll hit start. Move the shift lever to overdrive, click OK. Okay. Neutral, and then OK. Alright. In process, please wait. Shift lever to OD. Move shift lever to park. Okay, so we got that completed. All right, now the third thing we have to do, since we installed a new torque converter, is we have to do a torque converter break-in. Okay, and what this is going to do is it's going to set the computer into a mode where it allows the torque converter to slip just a little bit to kind of break in that material, kind of the way you would break in a new set of brake pads. But you only do this on a new torque converter. Don't do it on anything else. But anyways, okay, so let's see. So we're going to start torque converter break-in procedure. And this is going to automatically do its thing, and then after it's done it enough for a certain amount of mileage, the computer will automatically turn it off. You don't have to come back in here and do anything. It does it by itself. So start. This computer option only to be used on new torque converter. Yes, we put new converter in. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm sure. Procedure complete. All right, we're done. That's all you got to do. This adapter here cost me, I think I paid about $30, I believe. It's the OBDLink EX. And then the software, I had to pay like another $50-$60. So, but now I can do everything myself. You know, it costs probably about the same as it would be to me to take it to the dealer and have them do it one time. But now I got it forever. It's not going to stop, not going to change. But anyways, just want to share that with you guys, what you got to do.